Aloha! Welcome to Mass Movie Reviews. I'm Adam.
I'm Athena.
We've been drinking. Started off with Jameson earlier today.
That was just him.
That was just me.
But then I had some drinks.
We went to a restaurant and we had food and another drink.
You could say it. We like them.
Oh,
Brewco.
Yeah, we
Brewco.
Yeah.
Maui Brewing Company is what it's called.
And we got into a heated discussion in the middle of the restaurant.
We did.
We did.
So we decided we had to do a mass movie review on Star Wars in general.
Our heated discussion was on Star Wars.
All the Star Wars.
All the Star Wars stuff. We just started asking all kinds.
We just discovered there's a movie we haven't seen.
Oh, there's a couple that I have seen them all. Apparently she hasn't. Ewok Adventure and the Star Wars Holiday Special. I've seen them both. She has not.
I didn't see that. That was like early 80s, yeah.
It was. There's a couple
We just watched the preview. I was like, oh, that looks horrible. Let's watch it.
Really bad. Yeah, it's really bad.
Okay, the general Star Wars universe, the original trilogy 4, 5, and 6, prequels 1, 2, and 3, plus Clone Wars, Rebels, 7, 8, and 9, yes. The Rise of Skywalker, which just came out, which we just saw.
Solo stories.
And Rogue One.
So,
okay.
All
Star
of it.
Wars universe.
This is Star Wars universe and canon. We're not including Wikipedia or Wookieepedia. Mm-hmm. We're not going to include any of the old legends. We're just going to include commonly used canon now. Although, the new force power that Rey has, where she's all like, I will heal you, and Baby Yoda did it, that is old canon.
And the Mandalorian.
Yep, but that's old canon from Knights of the Old Republic, where they have the I can heal you power.
That's fucking sweet.
But that is sweet. But that was
like
was part of the
Jedi.
old stuff.
Yoda never did that.
No, he never did. But that was part of the old stuff that we were told years ago that Disney was not going to include in canon. And apparently, they're bringing some of the old stuff, the old legendary stuff, back in as canon.
Yeah, but Disney said they went rogue and whatever
XI
is in. Like, all the movies are in, and all the shit we've done
they're adding stuff from the
in.
old canon, is what I just said.
But they can, but they don't have to stick to it.
They don't have to stick to it. But once they add it as canon, that's it. It's fucking law, man.
I want to fire canon.
So, this is Star Wars discussions.
Star Wars discussions on Mass Movie Reviews.
On Mass Movie Reviews over a heavy alcohol Sunday. We did a lot of stuff today. It was super fun. Hung a bunch of painting, art, pictures.
We did.
Hung family pictures. We cleaned. And yeah, we did stuff.
And then we had drinks.
And we had drinks. We had drinks while we were cleaning.
Okay. Star Wars General.
Star Wars
so just a little background. We grew up with 4, 5, and 6, the original trilogy, so...
They already know all of this.
Maybe they haven't watched the other episodes. I don't know. You should.
Our fans watch everything we do.
Watch everything.
Okay.
Anyway, so I have a special affinity for 4, 5, and 6.
We all do. But here's the thing.
Don't get me wrong.
We've been not putting a Star Wars video because Star Wars has been so special to us, and now that the last one is over, we're like, fuck it, we're doing a bunch of Star Wars ones because we've been skipping.
And the only reason I'm not wearing a Star Wars shirt is because I wore all my Star Wars stuff in the last 2 days, and
all
it's in the laundry basket.
Yeah, all mine's in the laundry basket.
Because we just saw the new movie twice, and it came out 2 days ago.
Yeah. So,
anyway,
Star Wars discussions. Favorite movie. Dude, it
favorite
includes
movie.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Favorite
and
of
the others?
No, favorite. Okay.
And
yes.
the others.
And
Rogue
we'll
One
call
and Han
Rogue
Solo.
One and Han Solo stories.
Okay,
yes,
this is in the universe.
I'll include all of them as movies. Favorite Star Wars movie.
Okay.
Come on, the audience is waiting.
Here's the thing. The Rise of Skywalker came out 2 days ago. And it is currently in my contention for being my new favorite Star Wars movie. But I can't say
contention. You're contentiously.
I'm contentiously considering it.
That's not the right word.
My bad.
Alcohol has gotten to you. You're considering.
I'm considering it in the realm of being my new favorite Star Wars movie.
Contentiously.
But I've only seen it twice, so I can't totally decide. But I think that's probably it. But not knowing for sure, my previous to the Rise of Skywalker was Rogue One, was my favorite.
Wow.
Which took over one of the original trilogy. But Rogue One is so good. I love Rogue One. And it was funny, I was talking to a client of mine and she was like, oh, I don't like Rogue One, it's so sad. And I was like, well, yeah, it's like right before number 4 and like that's sort of how it had to happen, right?
Yeah.
And it is sad. And the ending is, she's like, the ending's so sad. I'm like, yes, it's such a good movie. I love Rogue One.
Okay. Empire.
There is no horizon. Everybody says Empire.
Because it's fucking awesome.
It's good. Don't get me wrong. I fucking love it.
Empire.
But I would pick A New Hope or Return of the Jedi
You're
over
on
Empire.
the cusp of being
any day.
not a Gen X or millennial. You're like on that little
I am
teetering
in the
edge.
in-between.
And because you're on that teetering edge, you don't say Empire. The rest of us who are past that
But
millennial,
why?
we're into the Gen
As
X.
a movie by itself,
It's amazing.
it's a great movie.
It's so good.
But it's
The love story between Han and Leia is revealed. Boba motherfucking
Greatest love story
Fett
of all time.
comes out. Boba Fett. The Empire is kicking the good guys' ass and chasing them around the galaxy nonstop. The good guys are constantly losing, and at the end, the good guys have not won at all. They're like so beat
That's
down.
great.
Luke lost a fucking hand, but there's hope for tomorrow. They're like, we're still gonna win, right? I'm telling you, Empire. If it's not Empire, then I think Revenge of the Sith.
really. I thought
Yeah.
you loved Rogue One.
Part 3. I love.
I thought Rogue One was his favorite.
I love Rogue One. Rogue One's not my favorite. Rogue One is like.
Excuse me.
Rogue One is like Kelly's Heroes or The Dirty Dozen. It's an old World War II movie, in my opinion. It's a World War II movie. No, it is. It's a World War II movie where this band of ragtag
No,
probably wouldn't. But think about it.
no.
They're like, we're not really
I
heroes.
get what you're saying. I get what he's saying. But no.
This young one over here has never seen Kelly's Heroes.
Yes, I
nor
have.
has she seen The Dirty Dozen. So.
Ooh, I have. But I don't remember.
So
most of
the
that.
scenes when they're getting set up and we're getting ready to like do the big attack, it's the same fucking music as Rogue One when they're all like. Dun, 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 dun,
You
dun,
explain,
dun,
I'll
dun,
do the music.
Right? Like it's the same music. It's the same thing. It's ragtag group of heroes
I
who,
get what you're
who
saying.
are probably
but
all
old
gonna
World
die.
War One movies are.
Most of them die in Kelly's Heroes.
Whereas
Most of
Rogue
them
One is
die in Dirty Dozen.
Spoilers.
Those World War, please, it's like the 60s or something like that. It's like a boomers movie, right? Like, that's super old.
Like you?
I'm not a boomer.
No, it's super old like you.
I'm not super old.
He's older
So-
than me, so I get to pick on him.
Honestly, I really, pardon me, alcohol, we had a lot of alcohol. I honestly think that I really love Empire because I have such fond memories of it, and it's just everything about it I love. Now, I really love Rogue One. I really like Han Solo stories. I like them all, but the one I watch the most, the one I've watched the most, the
Is
one
Empire.
I turn on in the background when I'm painting sometimes or drawing
See,
or working.
for me, the one I've watched the most and all of that, where I'm just like, what Star Wars am I going to just throw on in the background? It's always A New Hope. Oh, apparently we're smoking today. We're supposed to be quitting. Shh, don't tell anybody. It's bad. Don't smoke, kids.
Yeah, whiskey's awesome.
This is not a good one for kids.
Whiskey's awesome.
For me, it's always A New Hope. That's, yeah, we're a little bit drunk. That's in the background.
Okay.
That was always like,
Okay, all right.
that is my favorite Star
That's
Wars
really
movie
good.
up until Rogue One, and I still love A New Hope.
All right, moving
number
on.
4.
We've established
No,
what
wait,
we
wait,
love.
wait.
No, moving on.
But okay,
We gotta move
wait,
on.
wait.
We gotta
Before
move
we
on.
move on, do you think that Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker, is in the works to possibly be your new favorite all-time Star Wars?
It
'Cause it's definitely in my
It
works.
is definitely.
It's so
It could
It's so
definitely
good. I
become
love
my
it.
favorite.
Oh my god, it's so
It
good.
could.
It's so good.
It is really good.
And so generally, we don't go to the theater for much. We watch a lot at home.
We've been to the
'Cause
theater
we like to hang
twice.
out with our
We've been
dogs.
out of the house a lot lately.
For Star Wars, new Star Wars movies, we go twice to the theater, and usually that's it. And for this one, like, today is the 3rd day it's been out, and we're
Oh,
like,
it's so good.
should we go again?
She's a fucking Palpatine.
wanna
Oh
go.
my god. She's so powerful.
It's so
With
good!
her
Oh my god,
lightning
it's so good.
fingers.
So that could be potentially my new favorite.
Possible. All right, we gotta move on.
Okay.
Moving on. Favorite Star Wars planet.
Planet?
Yeah, what's your favorite planet?
Weird question.
Well, it's not. Was that weird?
What's your favorite Star Wars planet?
I'm kind of torn between Kashyyyk and Ilium.
Barely get to see Kashyyyk. Which one's Ilium?
The Ilium is
tested my knowledge.
The Jedi planet where they have the big ice planet, which became the fucking.
Is that where they went back
giant
to
weapon.
the base at the end of 8?
No. Ilium is the Jedi's planet where they. I have to fucking look it up, but it's the planet where they go and they get their crystals. They get the kyber crystals
Okay.
as little Padawans. They go get their kyber crystals, and it's a super frozen planet, super cold. It's also the same planet, from what I understand, which was converted into the giant weapon in episode 7.
7, 8, 8,
7.
7.
7.
Hold on.
So I like Kashyyyk. I like Kashyyyk because I really like the
Kashyyyk or Kashyyyk?
Kashyyyk, whatever I call it.
Kashyyyk.
I like it.
Kashyyyk
But then there's Tatooine. I kind of have a really like.
Milker.
I like.
I've had too much to drink.
I like Kashyyyk. I really do.
You like Kashyyyk? I have no idea. My favorite planet, Naboo.
Oh, really?
I mean, other than Jar Jar running around and possibly running into, because fuck that, Naboo is beautiful. And when she what is it, episode 2, when she goes back with Anakin and, before they get secretly married on Naboo, and they're like hanging out because she's hiding from the people who are trying to kill her. Padme. Padmami. Panda whatever your name is.
Mustafa,
Padme
Kashyyyk,
Amidala.
Yavin, Kamino.
It's a beautiful place. It's beautiful. And they're like in this little, perfectly rich castle, I'm sure, because who doesn't have one of those? And the beautiful lake and the water. And Naboo, and now he's sidetracked.
I'm going to change my answer.
Naboo?
Tatooine.
The best? Are you fucking kidding me?
The best one that you like. Not the best one. The best one that you like.
Why would you like Tatooine?
Do you see how we got into a heated debate in the middle of a restaurant?
Oh my god, we did. We totally did.
We did.
Why would you like Tatooine? Why? Why? Dear God, why?
All the really cool shit happens there.
Got some raiders camped out on the
Raiders
dunes.
camped out. Jawas everywhere.
Just because
the
cool shit
Mandalorian
in
went back
movies
there.
happen there doesn't
It's
make it an awesome place.
It's on the outer rim, so it's always like where it's kind of really dangerous.
Okay.
And lawless.
So instead of favorite planet, if
Obi-Wan
the question
Kenobi
was
there.
wait.
And I like the desert. I spent a lot of time in the desert. I like the desert. So my answer is Tatooine.
Okay. If
I
the
like
question
Tatooine.
was slightly different, and instead of your favorite planet, it was what place would you like to visit, would it still be Tatooine?
Kashyyyk.
No, it would not be
Kashyyyk. I'd go
Tatooine.
with Kashyyyk. Giant, massive, bigger than bigger trees and
I would go there. That
crazy,
sounds cool. And
massive
Wookiees are
creatures.
cool, man. And they're huge, and they're like live
the
several
Kashyyyk is
hundred
very
years old.
dangerous. They have giant spiders and everything is big.
Oh.
Everything eats you. But
It's like a super monster world if
It
you
is.
smart animals.
Yeah, right. So there's that. Okay,
Wars
favorite droid.
Ooh.
That's
I have a special
super
place in my heart for R2, and I
both do.
always will.
We
I
both
think
do.
everybody always will. But I love BB.
Why do you love BB? Tell them why you love BB.
I love BB because, like, when he flies across the room from an explosion, he makes a volleyball boink sound. I fucking love that because he's so very volleyball. And I don't understand. Okay, Target has all the Star Wars toys, and we went and bought a volleyball for a friend of ours, and they don't have a BB volleyball. What the fuck?
This is true.
Seriously? How do you not have a BB volleyball?
I'm
Because
gonna
I would
say
buy that, even though we very rarely play
R2D2.
volleyball. I love R2.
My
How can I
absolute
mean
favorite.
R2? Help me, Obi-Wan, get me.
He's in every single one of them, beginning to end.
He is.
Yup.
He is. Wait, except for the 2 extras. But the Star Wars General
No,
Universe 1
he's
through 9.
in Rogue One. So is C-3PO. They're in the fucking hangar.
Oh, very briefly.
And
Okay.
he has a brief spot in Solo Stories when they're rolling through. Brief spot.
Rolling through where?
Well, maybe he's not in Han Solo.
I don't think
Stories.
he's in Han Solo.
Oh,
he
you're
might be in
right.
Rogue One though.
He's
I
in
think
Rogue
he was
One.
in Rogue One
100%
for
he's
like
in Rogue One.
what him and 3PO were in Rogue
Yeah,
One.
they're like, oh my god, I hate space flight, right?
Oh right, so
Yeah.
glad I don't have to get on the ship or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's R2D2 for me.
I love R2.
Favorite Jedi.
Don't forget about Choppa.
Best
Choppa's
Jedi. How about this? Fuck favorite. Best Jedi ever.
But best and favorite are 2 totally different
Best.
categories.
Okay, no.
I know what you're gonna say. He thinks Obi-Wan is the best Jedi.
Obi-Wan Kenobi is the best Jedi of all time. Probably better than Rey and more powerful than Rey.
More. No, I don't agree at all.
Obi-Wan Kenobi
I think
is
that
the best Jedi of all
since
time.
The Rise of Skywalker, Episode 9, I think that Rey is the most powerful Jedi of all. Because she does all kinds of shit that nobody else did. Not even Master Yoda, not fucking Obi-Wan.
She does all like dark side lightning powers and shit. She's a Palpatine.
She is a Palpatine.
She's got like the dark side in her blood.
She does.
She does.
Which makes her very powerful, but she uses her power for good things. Sometimes it backfires.
Obi-Wan Kenobi is the best Jedi of all.
I love Obi-Wan too, don't get me wrong.
My favorite scene with Obi-Wan is when he's on Tatooine and God, what's fucking, I can't even remember his name. God damn it, the alcohol. But they're on Tatooine. He kills. He has that last sword battle with
Darth Maul.
With Darth Maul. But who's the young?
Which is
the young Padawan that's there? No,
Clone
it's not. It's in Rebels.
Rebels.
The cartoon show Rebels.
There's all extra shit too.
So, well, that's canon. But he's on there, and his sword battle, his last battle with Darth Maul is probably
It's true. It's really
one
good.
of the greatest. I think it's one.
I
of the
agree, and I'm
greatest
disappointed it's in
lightsaber
cartoon
battles.
form and not like live action form because it is.
God, if that
it's
was
really
in
good.
live action form,
And
it's
the
still
dude who
my
plays Darth
fucking
Maul
heart.
is really good at that shit.
Yeah.
He was also in what was the movie we watched? Fanboys.
Oh yeah.
If you're a Star Wars freak like we are and you haven't seen Fanboys, you have to fucking check it out. You will
pretty
love
good.
it. It's awesome.
Yeah. It's pretty
Anyway,
good.
okay, so
I can't
favorite
say.
Jedi. I think Rey is gonna be the best Jedi.
Obi-Wan
Obi-Wan's
Kenobi is
pretty
my
cool.
favorite Jedi. I think he's the best Jedi of all time.
Yeah.
That's what I think. He
Do
survived
you have a
the
favorite
purge.
Sith of all time? Is that a real? Can we ask that question?
Nah, I don't really care. I mean, Darth Vader's awesome, but I don't really
Hate
care.
leads to anger.
I don't really care about the Sith. That doesn't really. I don't really like. Oh, the Sith are cool, man.
Okay.
I like.
Favorite all-time Star Wars character ever?
Ooh.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh. Fuck. Now that I asked it, I have no idea what.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. It's easy for me.
I got a bar. Hold on.
Why is that not your favorite? Why can't I have my favorite character?
You can have your favorite character.
It's Obi-Wan
But I
Kenobi.
totally disagree.
Well,
Obi-Wan.
but it's not about disagreeing or agreeing. It's about like this is Star Wars.
Yes, it is. It's mass
discussions.
movie review
See,
discussions.
this is why it got
Discussions.
heated at the restaurant because she was all like,
We get heated
"How
about
could you
Star Wars.
choose Obi-Wan?
Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan's
Okay.
not the
My
best."
favorite all-time
And everyone around us is
ever
like, "Are they
Star Wars.
arguing over Star Wars?"
Ooh, favorite Star Wars character.
What? Okay.
Chewbacca.
Barf. I'm gonna vomit at your choice.
How dare you.
Really, Chewbacca?
I fucking love
Cool.
Chewie. I
Chewbacca.
hope that someday we adopt a dog that looks like Chewie and we're gonna name him Chewie. 'Cause
I
that would
agree.
be fucking awesome.
I agree.
I love Chewie.
Okay.
He's everywhere and he's always in the background. Like episode 4, he didn't get a medal. What the fuck? How come Chewie didn't get a medal?
He got a medal at the end of this
He
one.
got a medal at the end of episode 9.
Yeah.
It took him 9 fucking movies to get a medal,
You
and
know
that's
he's 250
bullshit.
years old?
At the end of 9.
At the end of 9, he's 250 years
I don't
old.
know how long did movies?
I have no
The
idea.
longest time. Several hundred
Apparently
years.
they do wear clothes though, so he's just naked.
We also incorporate Robot Chicken into our
Yes.
Star Wars universe.
Yeah, it belongs
Which, if you
there.
love Star Wars and you haven't seen Robot Chicken Star Wars, you should totally check
All
that out.
of them, they're
And
great.
also Family Guy Star Wars.
I don't really like that one that much. It's okay.
They're all pretty
The
fun.
Family Guy one is okay,
We like Robot
but it's not as even close to funny as Robot Chicken. It's not.
Look how much more comfortable we are shooting stuff now.
It's still not as comfortable as. See, Family Guy is pretty audience safe, whereas Robot Chicken is like on the edge of
He likes it
absolute.
risky.
It's super risky, right?
You do like Robot
Yeah,
Chicken.
it's really
Okay.
Okay.
Next Star Wars thing.
Favorite, absolute best spaceship in the Star Wars universe.
I'm gonna have to think on that. Hold on while I make this dog lay down.
The Ghost.
Oh yeah.
The Ghost.
No.
What?
No.
Why not
Hold
the
on.
Ghost?
Hold on.
Why not the Ghost?
I'm gonna tell you my favorite Star Wars spaceship of all time.
Where? What is your? The Ghost, man. Where are you going? She's left me alone with the camera. This is not a good choice. What are you doing? Oh. Yeah.
The Millennium fucking Falcon. Thank you very much.
The Ghost is
How
just
can
a
this
much
not be? No.
more awesome version.
But the
of
Ghost
Millennium
isn't.
Falcon.
The Ghost is barely in Rogue One. It's not in any actual movie. What is it in Rebels? Right?
Rebels. It's
Which
still,
is awesome.
It's still I think it's the best.
But most people don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And look at how awesome this is.
Let me just add that the Ghost never breaks down.
This is like my favorite
like
Star
that-
Wars purchase of all.
That hunk of junk breaks down like all the
That
time.
one's garbage.
That's
The garbage will do.
That's garbage. That the Millennium
Millennium
garbage.
Falcon.
No, it's garbage.
And the Lunar
It's
Falcon.
really cool, but it's just not. See, the Ghost is almost it's Corellian, so its design is the same, except for the cockpit is in the center and it's larger for more cargo. The Ghost is more of a cargo ship, whereas this is a blockade runner, right?
It's fucking awesome.
It is pretty awesome.
Oh, hold on.
Ahsoka, come here, honey. Come here. I don't know what you're doing.
There's
Come
a
on.
dog
There you go.
floofing around.
That's good. So, all
She
right.
wanted to be in this.
Favorite lightsaber design?
I don't know that question.
Really? You don't know which lightsaber, favorite lightsaber color, and not purple, because that's dumb.
Obviously. Excuse me. No. Even though purple's awesome, I'm green to the core, even though I'm wearing red right now, which I never fucking do.
I like.
But we went to Maui Druco, so I'm wearing my
Yeah, I like Ahsoka's indigo lightsabers.
Indigo is purple.
Indigo is very, very.
You can't say purple, but my favorite is indigo.
Hey, look at my face mask, Licky. I don't. Okay, so.
Green.
Great. Okay, cool. I don't know. I know there's so much more we could discuss, but I'm kind of out of questions at this point.
No, you're not. You're never out of Star Wars questions.
I don't even know what to say.
We love Star Wars.
I don't even know what to say.
Star Wars topics. How many? I don't have my glasses on.
20-ish minutes we've been ranting through.
It's not ranting, it's Star
It's
Wars.
like a cloud of alcohol. I'm starting to-
Favorite secondary character,
Oh. who's
Ahsoka
the secondary
Tano.
character? Oh, I don't
which is who our dog is named after.
Favorite secondary character.
You don't know. She's not in any of the movies. She's in Clone Wars
Well, she's in Clone Wars and Rebels.
and
And
Rebels,
she's got her own books and comic book series.
and she's awesome. And so Ahsoka Tano is Anakin's apprentice before, obviously, he turns to the dark side.
Right.
So it's what between movie episode 2 and movie episode 3. is when the
Anakin
Clone
was
Wars
awarded the Jedi Knight during the Clone Wars, beginning of the Clone Wars, and then he was given Ahsoka as his Padawan.
She's awesome. She has 2 lightsabers.
She does. But she leaves the Jedi Order because the Jedis blamed her for a crime that another Padawan actually was committing for murders, right? They blamed her because the other Padawan was setting it up to look like her. So she left the Jedi Order, yet she retained her Jedi powers, and she retained her double lightsabers the entire time.
Well, just because you leave a job doesn't mean you don't have the same
This is true.
skills.
This is true. So, favorite secondary character? Bosk. Because he's so polite, he takes his shoes off.
Yeah, again, robot chicken.
Manners are their
own reward, gentlemen. You want to explain to them who Bosk is if somebody doesn't know?
Bosk is the lizard-like bounty hunter from Empire Strikes Back.
Bounty hunters.
He's
You
a
don't
bounty
need their
hunter.
scum.
He's also all over Clone Wars in many different places. Yeah,
Let's talk about the real shit.
real shit. How is that not real
They're
shit?
siblings, you sick bastard.
Yeah, they are. They kiss
So
a
Luke
lot.
and Leia kissed 3 times, right? 3.
Like
Three-
four,
No,
three
it's
or
3.
four.
It's 3.
They kiss a lot.
Before they're like, oh, we're totally twins. Yeah.
What I don't get is if they have all these Jedi powers and they're like Jedi kids.
How do you not know?
How do you not know? Maybe you don't know, but like you like each other so much because you're like, oh, I really have a connection with that person, and then you're like, like
It was a connection. No. It would. Okay.
But then like the
I feel like it
global
would be
dude instinct of like, I like that person.
the
We should
global
fuck,
dude instinct.
right? Like the whole, you know what I'm saying? Like that like kicks in, and then that's what happened to Luke. He like his global instinct.
His
kicked
global
in.
dude. Leia's my sister. And she's like, I know. Somehow I've always known. How the fuck? All right, you kissed this bitch on the mouth like 3 times.
Okay, so that was a big deal. All right.
Wait, what was that?
Favorite scene?
No, wait.
No, I'm done. Best scene in the whole Star Wars trilogy. All the movies.
Trilogy.
All of it.
1 through
Best-
9?
All of it. All of it. Best
Plus
scene.
the 2 extras.
Yeah, best scene ever. I know my favorite scene.
Wookiees dancing? No, I'm just kidding.
I know. The
Oh,
beginning,
I know your favorite scene.
Yeah.
The space battle in the beginning of episode 2.
Episode 2, the Clone Wars, where
Which is awesome.
Obi-Wan
I
Kenobi
agree.
and Anakin Skywalker are in their spaceships, and it's all quiet, and the music is mellow, and they're just kind of flying around one of the Star Destroyers, or one of the Clone Warrior ships, and then they come over the edge of it, and they're above Coruscant, 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 and the massive space battle happening. I love that.
That is really good.
Because all of a sudden, even the music kicks in, and just like, that is so dramatic. I have actually watched just that scene several times.
Okay, I gotta come back to my
Love
favorite
that scene.
scene, but my favorite little moment sound bit is right after that when Anakin has Dooku and the Emperor is like, you should kill him, and he's like, do it!
Yeah.
That's my favorite sound bit of all of Star Wars.
Yeah.
Do it!
Because when he
Do
gets
it.
him to kill like
Do
that, then
Do it.
he becomes the apprentice. That's
Who
why.
enters the dark side.
You know, the dark side, it's always the same. It's just
What
like
is that?
you have to kill. That's a toy.
Okay.
That's a
I
stormtrooper
can't see.
that goes in the Death
Devo's
Star toy.
growling at something.
Yeah, it's
Like, it's not a giant centipede.
no, it's a toy.
Okay. If you hear that, that's Devo growling. Hey.
Yeah, he's growling at a toy.
Hold on.
It's a toy. See?
It is a toy.
It is a toy.
I can't
It's a
see
dog
shit.
toy.
Okay, favorite scene.
That's my favorite scene. Other than
Okay.
the lightsaber battle in Rebels between Darth Maul and Obi-Wan. That is so good, man.
I have 2.
God, that's
one
so good.
involves the new movie,
You know,
so
part of it's really good. No, I interrupt you. You know why it's so good too? Is that when Obi-Wan defeats him with a single fucking lightsaber stroke. I mean, it's not a long lightsaber battle.
Darth Maul.
It's like foop, and then he wins. And it's mostly they're just still and posing and getting ready to attack one another. It's very samurai-esque. But Obi-Wan cradles Darth Maul as he's dying. And Darth Maul is like, is he the chosen one? Is he the one to save us all? And Obi-Wan's like, yes, he is. And he's like, he would get vengeance for us both. And then he dies. That's so fucking awesome. Because Darth Maul, as a result of his apprenticeship, this is totally true, as a result of his apprenticeship, his entire fucking planet was eliminated by the Empire. Every person on his planet was killed by the Emperor because of his apprenticeship. And
that's
the
like
failure
a serious
of
bummer.
the
dude.
failure of his apprenticeship, the failure of Darth Maul being killed by Obi-Wan in the beginning when he was cut in half, which he didn't actually die then, but being cut in half there, the Emperor was so pissed he wiped out the entire
Oh yeah.
planet.
So episode
Oh.
1, Darth Maul gets cut in half, and we all assume he dies, but he doesn't. If you haven't seen the extra animated series stuff,
The Clone Wars.
he's like half a little animatronical spider.
He goes and he hides.
came
on
out
like
really drunk,
Yeah,
Larry.
he hides on. He hides on a trash planet where
yeah.
Coruscant drops its trash. So he hides on a trash planet.
It's Trash Planet and Thor. Anyway, okay, so favorite scene, I have 2 because I have 1, and then potentially this new movie is.
Well, what's
still-
the scene?
Okay, so favorite scene before The Rise of Skywalker was Han and Leia, when Han is about to be put in the deep freeze, the carbonite, and I love you, I know. That's my favorite scene. Although in the new movie, in The Rise of Skywalker, at the end, spoilers, she's fighting Palpatine, and I have all the Darths on my side.
He goes, I have all the Sith inside
All the Siths,
me.
thank you. And she's like, I have all the Jedi, and she already had one lightsaber, and she, Force brings the other one, and she does the 2 cross thing, and it's like, "Rrr!" That's fucking awesome.
That's pretty cool. Melts his face.
That's fucking awesome.
Because she had Luke's and Leia's
That's probably my new
lightsabers.
favorite.
Yeah.
But Devo's growling at something. But Han and Leia is my all-time favorite love story of ever and ever, except for Princess Bride.
Okay, Princess Bride's
There's
awesome.
also Princess Bride. So it's like
Princess
a tie.
Bride is not Star Wars.
No, I know, but I was saying it was my all-time favorite love story, and then I was like, wait, is it? But it is, I think.
We got married to the Princess Bride theme song. Our officiant was like, marriage.
Maui.
We
Brings
got
us
it
here
together
today. Okay.
Marriage.
So yeah, Han and Leia going in the carbonite.
That's your favorite scene. That's so sad.
I know. But
It's kind of like heartbreaky, like I love you, and then you're a fucking piece of carbon.
I know. But it's moving and it's amazing, and the whole "I love you, I know" thing. I mean, that's a running joke with us all the time.
I think I said that at our wedding.
I found a card that said that once, and I was like, "Oh my god!" So I got it from him, and it's hanging on this wall at work.
It's hanging on my wall at the shop. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Studio.
Han and Leia, greatest love story ever.
Cool.
We love Star Wars.
I'm ready to like zone out and watch some Star Wars, man.
We just watched all the Star Wars.
We didn't finish Clone Wars or Rebels or this new TV series. We haven't even seen the rest of this new The Resistance.
Bullshit.
The Resistance isn't that good.
It's some kid who's not even like has Jedi powers, which makes it really boring. Because when it was like Rebels with Ezra, and it's like this kid who's like, oh, I'm doing all this stupid shit and fucking up. At least he has these extra little kick of Jedi powers to make it interesting.
Yeah.
This new one is just like the stupid fucking kid, and you're
Rebels
like,
is dark, actually. Rebels is really dark. Because everything's going wrong.
Ezra's a little dark, and we think Ezra might be Snoke, but we don't know.
No, it's confirmed. Ezra is not Snoke. Snoke was engineered by the Emperor. He said that, and in the vat were Snoke bodies. Remember? He engineered Snoke.
How does he keep engineering all this shit? Because didn't he engineer Shmi's pregnancy to create Anakin in the first place?
Because he has the power that his mentor had to affect
what was his mentor?
Plagueis? Darth Plagueis. His mentor was Darth Plagueis. He killed Darth Plagueis. But he learned, remember, he learned Darth Plagueis' secrets. And when he was talking to Kylo Ren in the new movie, he was like, I thought you were dead. He was like, the dark side has all kinds of unnatural abilities. The same thing he said to Anakin.
Unnatural.
Same thing he said to Anakin. Same thing he said, right? Palpatine is... Right?
And he's totally dead again, and yet you're like, okay,
no,
he's probably not.
His career goes from turning Gungan eggs to a school lunch program.
Robot chicken.
Gungans are people too, man. Right? So he saves the Gungan eggs.
We should be in politics.
Right? And then whatever. I'm too much.
Our favorite Robot Chicken Star Wars joke is they always drop their robes everywhere. And you see it in all the movies. Like,
have you ever counted?
Every time the Jedi or the Sith fight, a robe comes off.
Do they ever pick them up?
Is their robes are us? Is their Jedi robes are us?
Do they ever pick up their robes?
Sith robes are us?
There are Jedi robes.
Who finds all these robes?
Flying everywhere.
They're everywhere.
They're always dropping the robes, and they never go back for them.
If I lived in their galaxy,
if you ever see everything,
universe,
especially when they escape,
we would open a fucking robe store.
Jedi's like, whew, I'm out of here. Where's the robe? They left it back there.
Where's the robe?
Where?
How many backup robes are you required to have?
Good job.
If you have a lightsaber.
At that point in history, would be a really good job to be a robe maker.
Robe maker.
Because job security.
That's what I said. If we lived in their universe,
we would be robe makers. We'd be, hey.
We would sell Jedi robes. We would sell Sith robes.
Obi-Wan.
We don't discriminate.
I got 3. Do you want to buy all of them right now?
Everybody who needs a robe can get a fucking robe with the hood.
I got 3. You can buy all 3 at once. Save $5.
Come to the docks.
Right?
We got dark side robes. Tible's still growling. What are you growling at?
He's growling at that toy.
Go get it.
He's growing at that toy.
We've been watching so much Star Wars, we haven't given them much exercise.
We have not.
So he's a little crazy.
And last couple days we had to do some stuff for the shop. We have our yearly thing coming up with the state. So we had to prepare the shop. And we're beyond ready. It's amazing. We're AAA rated. So we've just been super busy, and Star Wars has been super fun.
Oh my god, we love Star Wars.
We, as always.
If you haven't ever seen a Star Wars,
you're not.
I mean, oh my god, watch them. Okay, here's the question. We had somebody ask us this question. We were like, ooh, I don't know. If you're starting over and you've never seen Star Wars ever, should you start from episode 1 or episode 4?
Episode 1. I really think that. I think that you should start at episode 1 so that you can watch the span of the movies, because it's just 1, 2, and 3 do explain so much and introduce you to a background that was kind of intended, right? So he had the background written, right? But he, of course, as time went on, he added more to it and refined his beginning, right? I definitely think you should watch
start
it
with one.
chronological.
So 1, 2, 3.
4, 5, 6.
No, Rogue One. 1, 2, 3, Rogue One.
Yeah.
And then Solo in there somewhere. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
You could do it that way.
As it
You don't
stands
even
now.
have to watch Solo to get the gist of the Star Wars universe, though.
But I would hit Rogue One before A New Hope, episode 4.
Yeah, absolutely. Because that's
That's-
chronological. That's
right.
the way it comes out. Timeline-wise, you should watch it like that. I think that. And then you don't have to
But
watch
you
all the
didn't
cartoons.
know what to say when that person asked us like 3 years ago. You were like, oh, I don't know.
Well, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I just didn't care.
I guess, yeah, if you were starting it for
I'm
the
not
first
going to
time.
mention that person's name, but I don't think they really gave a fuck about Star Wars. And they were just like, what should I really watch? And I'm like, you're a full-grown adult. You haven't seen Star Wars at all yet?
You should see Star Wars.
No, who was it?
Old neighbor. Anyway, watch Star Wars. Moving on.
I don't remember who it was. Dude?
Moving on.
Okay, moving on. I did not take a hint. So,
We love Star Wars. We're going to have more Star Wars discussions because this is fun.
I'm kind of sobering up. I'm good. I think I'm good. I want to eat my chicken sandwich and watch some television.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah, I want to eat my chicken
Thanks for
sandwich.
watching.
Thank you.
Oh, mask.
Mask. Today, I am wearing mask.
This is like the least important part, but we continue to show it to you anyway.
Green tea volcanic mud facial mask.
Oh, that's what I had.
I like these because it's the green tea thing. You know, I had a sip of coffee today, and I did not like it. That's very
It's
weird.
into his matcha.
Really into matcha lately. It makes me feel really good. I don't really understand. I think that I'm actually just getting older. Next thing you know, I'll be like, can I have some prune juice?
Won't that be the day? I have Burt's Bees
I need my fiber and my prune juice.
detoxifying clay mask with charcoal and acai oil. This one's mine. No, you already had your turn. I can't see if you can see that because I am blind as shit and I'm not
They
wearing my
can't
glasses.
see it.
right
You
now.
gotta like touch on the screen.
There. Is that?
That's good enough. Enough.
That's
Get
good
out of their
enough.
faces.
Birds.
Thank
Watch
you.
Star Wars. It's fucking awesome.
Star Wars is awesome. We love Star Wars.
Wars.
Thank you for watching
Thanks
us.
for watching. Thumbs
This
up.
time. Give
Check
us,
out our other videos.
Check out our
I'll
videos.
link
Give
some.
us a like and all that. We will potentially be much more sober in our next videos. We will. Thank God
half
that
the
we're.
fun.
Yeah, it is kind of fun. But you know, we are in our 40s.
Cheers to Star Wars.
Cheers to Star Wars.
Drink it.
All right, you guys. Mahalo. See you next time.
Are you recording?
I'm recording. I don't know. We've had so much alcohol this weekend. I don't even know what to do. I think we're recording.
I wasn't ready.
I wasn't ready either. Are we still recording?
Yep.
Aloha. Welcome to Mass Movie Reviews. I'm Adam.
No, we're gonna start that over.
No, wait. I'm Adam.
Okay,
Or just let it go.
start.
Just let it go.
Just let it go, but start over. Go ahead. Where's the camera? Over
I
there.
don't know. It's there.
Okay, so
I
I
don't have my
can't
glasses
see
on. I can't see nothing.
I can't see shit! Okay, start over.
Start over. Okay, ready? Deep breaths, ready? Wait, no, wait.
Aloha!
Deep breaths first, and then aloha.